and we have our own inside jokes and all of that stuff.
We got our own handshake.
Yeah, like we got our own handshake and Mr. Rivers. See, that's all I gotta say.
What is up, Dre crew? It's your favorite couple, Ashley Ray.
And I'm Jay. How you guys doing? Hope everything is going well. Hope everybody's being safe.
Yes.
We're actually gonna talk about how, or no, not how, but
like when
we decided, or when we were like, yo, you the one. Like,
yeah. Kind of crazy. Because I haven't really.
Do you remember?
I don't think it was like a specific time when I was like, Jason's the one. But I feel like I know about the time period when it happened. Because there was like a series of things that I had to personally go through in my head that I had to get over.
Have you ever told me?
No, I don't think we've never told each other the story.
We haven't. So we're finding out when you are finding out. Before we go ahead any further, you already know the deal. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the video because it helps us a lot. By doing that, you are supporting us.
Yes. So, and in the comment section, let us know how you knew when your significant other was the one. If you have a significant other.
So you're first, ladies first.
Why gotta be ladies first?
Because
we're not traditional couple.
I opened the door for you today, didn't I? Ladies
Don't
first.
do that.
Ladies
Don't set the bar so low.
Ladies first.
People are opening up doors every time.
Ladies first.
So we were together for 5.5 years before we got engaged. We moved slower than I would think most people would expect a couple to move, which I think was really good for us.
Absolutely.
And for me personally, moving slower was something that I needed just because I had been through some things before. But we moved in together after 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Some people are like, when they get into a relationship, they're like, I knew when I first met you that you were gonna be my husband or my wife. I was not like that, to be completely honest. I think after Jason moved in, after 2 years, and I wanna say after we had lived together for the first year, I think that's when I really knew, which is probably like 3 years in of your divorce.
3 years in, that would be 2016.
Yeah, I would say 2016 is when I knew for sure. And it was because, one of the reasons I know is just because Jason was just so consistent. Like, you just always supported me. You always uplifted me. And then after we lived together, which I initially was against for myself, living with someone prior to getting married, I think even though we had some growing pains, it was like, even though we made it through that and we had started traveling together, it was like my confirmation that Jason was somebody that I wanted to be with for forever. I do remember a distinct time, and I can't remember what year it is, but it was like we were both kind of going through it in terms of just feeling like in a rut. I think just trying to communicate better and maybe traveling and trying to just like make it through that winter. I just remember feeling like, oh, we went through like a gray area in our relationship, and I felt like we made it on the other side, and that for me was just confirmation again that like we were supposed to be together. That was kind of like a second confirmation, maybe in like 2017. And it probably was around the time where you said you thought about breaking up with me.
No, because that time was when we had got to that argument when we was in the car, and I had thought you had called some dude to come pick you up.
Yeah, he
turned
did.
out to be the Uber driver.
Oh my God, talk about jumping to conclusions. Jason jumped off the freaking...
You got into a car with a dude. If I got into a car with a woman,
that would not be the first thing.
What would you have done?
But that's not the first thing I would have thought.
What would you have done?
It doesn't even seem logical.
No. If I got out of the car and you see this car pull up and it's a girl driving and I hop in that car, what are you thinking?
I think it's probably a ride share. I don't automatically think you're jumping in with some
other we ain't gonna
piece.
Tell what you thought that I did that I didn't do.
Because we can.
What?
That was for like 2 seconds. No, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Babe, it was, I literally.
No, you called me.
I know. And
upset, sending text messages, sending pictures, talking about who is this?
You would have told them that story?
I'm over here minding my business, playing video games
We
on
didn't
my
got
day
sidetracked.
off.
We didn't got
on my day.
sidetracked.
They probably want to hear this story. On my day off, and she comes sending me a picture because she thought that I was on what is that app?
One of the dating.
No, what is the app called?
I don't know.
You know what the app
I
called.
ain't never been on dating apps. I don't know what the dating app. You tell me. You was one on it. Somebody had messaged me saying that he was on a dating app trying to holler at them, and it was like right after we got engaged, and it was some BS, and they were lying. It was like for a second I was just kind of like, you want a dating app?
It wasn't.
Wow, this is what we doing?
It wasn't a second.
It was for like 5 minutes.
No, it wasn't, because I had to convince you that was not me and I wasn't doing it, and I gave you the idea to tell her to ask me what my telephone number was and where I worked at. And then when she gave that to you, that information to you, then you were like, okay, it ain't you.
No, that wasn't true. You gave
That
me
is true.
No,
I gave you the idea to ask that.
You
then
did.
Then you asked her, then she gave you the answer, so you was like, oh, okay, yeah.
No.
That ain't his number. Oh, he is not an insurance salesman.
Oh, and they sent the picture with the,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, nah, that ain't him.
No.
And one more thing, just to add to it too, this was the first relationship that I had been in that was as healthy as it was and also continues to be. And I think our relationship gets more healthy or healthier the longer we go on. And so while I definitely had a different picture of what I thought my relationship was supposed to look like, or like who my partner was supposed to be, it was kind of undeniable after a certain period of time, which for me was a few years in, that like this is like a really good thing that I can't like mess up or give up, because I might not ever find it again. And thank God. Thank God.
You welcome. No. For me, I have to say, it wasn't like a specific day or a moment in time. I think it was more so it actually kind of ties in with yours, of how you were consistent throughout the years, and actually still to this day. A lot of guys that I've talked to, they always been like, yo, my girlfriend, my fiance, my wife, whatever the case may be, is going through a certain time of the month, and her mood swings, her attitude changes, she starts fights for no reason, blah, 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 blah. I can honestly say 100% truthful that Ashley has never been like that. I don't know when it's the time of the month for her, because she acts totally the same, and she's always been level-headed, I guess I could say. She's always been consistent with her moods, her attitudes. It's never changed towards me. She's never picked fights with me just because she's bored. She's never picked fights with me just because, For the fact that we've been together for so long, and we literally can go like months on months without arguing. Like, we've been here in Arizona for how long? A year and a half. And we've only been in one argument.
I would say like 2.
The time that I slammed the door on you. I didn't even mean to slam the door on her face. It wasn't me trying to slam the door on her face to be like, I'm slamming the door on your face.
It wasn't?
It was, no, I told you that.
I couldn't tell.
you was rushing me. And I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
Boom. Y'all, when I tell you that set me on fire, my blood pressure went from 0 to 2,000. I'm like, I know you did not just slam the door in my face.
I thought the door was about to come down like you. I've always felt like you were the best friend, you were the homie. Not like, I mean, the homie with benefits, of course, you know what I'm saying? But, no, like I can literally go to, we just went to, to get margaritas yesterday, and we was chopping it up at the table, drinking margaritas,
like laughing and stuff. Like
and we do that like all the time. So we'll go somewhere and get drinks together, and we'll just be like, hey, you know, such and such this, such and such that. We're cracking up at the table, tears coming down our eyes, all that kind of stuff. So that's when I was like. And we've been doing this. And so that's why I was like, yo.
Since like day one.
I was like, yo, she's mad consistent. And she's able to, she's easy to talk to the point where I'm like, I can talk to her about anything. And we have our own inside jokes and all of that stuff.
We got our own handshake.
Yeah, like we got our own handshake and, you know, Mr. Rivers. See? That's all I gotta say. This our own little inside jokes, you know. It'd be something so simple as that, you know. And she'll have a laughing attack.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
I mean, we've had that type of relationship / friendship for the longest.
Literally the whole time.
Yeah. So it's been just collective throughout the years, but I would have to say probably the same as you from 2013, probably 2016. That I was like, yo, you know, she's the one I'm gonna marry. And
we about to hit 7.5 years, which is crazy. Yeah, and I feel like we've had like different like seasons of our relationship, you know? Because when I look back, we really have grown through different phases, which just shows how much we've grown together. But like our relationship now is like the best it's ever been. Like,
and it's only getting better.
Getting better.
We got so many plans. We got so many things that we want to do. We actually want to start taking you guys. Once this whole COVID thing blows over, we want to start taking you guys on some trips, and you know, we may even take y'all on our honeymoon that we haven't even been able to take yet.
Yes, definitely got to take them on the honeymoon for sure.
But we're gonna have to keep y'all out of certain places.
Right. Y'all can't be everywhere. Okay, so wait, babe, just one thing, because your friend told me that like in November of 2013, you were like, I'm gonna get her, or I'm gonna like, she's the one. Well, after I went to Texas with you or something like that?
It was because you had long hair.
What? Oh my gosh. That's why? She told me that at the wedding.
That was why, because you had long hair. No. So, yeah, I do remember saying, you know, that I'm gonna get her a ring because she could be the one. I'm not saying that you were definitely the one, but guys, y'all know when y'all meet a girl and you're like, yo, she's definitely wifey potential. Not saying that she is wifey, but she's definitely wifey potential. And
you ain't gotta lie to kick it.
No, for real. And you know when you're like, yo, like within the first 5 months to a year that like, yo, I could see myself marrying her. You can be a girl you just hang out with, or you can be the girl you bring home to mama. And that necessarily doesn't even mean wifey material. And then there's wifey material. So you was wifey material.
Aw, thank you.
But I still had to figure you out. I mean, so you're welcome.
No, I think that's a really good, that's a good point, because there are people that have been in relationships with guys for years. And it's like, oh, the guy's still trying to figure out, like, you know, he's just trying to take his time. And I've been in that situation before. I've been in situations where, well, you know, I'm just trying to figure it out. And then I met Jason, and it was like, no, it does not take that long for a man to know.
Well, people say we took long.
Well, no, we took long to get engaged. But that's different, rather than like knowing that like, oh no, this is somebody that I actually can see a future with.
Yeah.
And you could actually like communicate that to me.
And I keep saying that we got engaged at the right time, because again, I don't know, I think I said it before in the videos. If I had proposed to you a lot sooner, there would have been a few people that was in our wedding party that wouldn't have been in our wedding party.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm a firm believer that the timing on everything is for a reason, and I know that's super cliche.
And people was in our business.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, they were. People were mad. Like, it was disrespectful.
Leave us alone.
I even had people ask me, like, are you sure he even wants to marry you? And that's the thing. The timing of getting engaged is one thing, but when your partner can communicate to you that they do see a future with you and actually want to marry you, if that's what you want to do, because some people are together and they're just like, we're life partners. You know, we don't want to get married, but we are committing life partners. But I wanted to get married. I want to have a family and I want to have kids.
And I did too.
And Jason did too.
And that's all we talked about.
And yeah, we talked about that
over and over.
Yeah.
Plenty of times while we were dating. And we both felt, well, I was like, let me go ahead and propose because I feel the time is right. We did it and it worked out perfect.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Perfect.
So the moral of that story, this part of the story is, if your significant other, whether you're a man or a woman, cannot communicate clearly, at least after a year, whether they want to, whether they see a future with you or not, or they can't start talking about like in the future when we do this and we have kids and we do XYZ, it doesn't take that long.
No.
Yeah, because we have been talking like that for years and years and years.
And you would know if they want to.
Yeah. So don't be wasting your time.
That would be another video.
Yeah, absolutely.
That we would have to. If you guys have any questions about that, or you're in a certain situation, you want to ask us some questions, like I said, go ahead. You can email us. Go into our Instagram, hit us up in our DMs, ask us over there. Or, if you're bold enough, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. If you have any questions, we can touch on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah, I think that was fun because I had not heard kind of your thought process.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever heard your thought process.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be when I had put it down that one night.
Okay. It could be a combination of things, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, we got a little X-rated, but we married. We's married.
Yeah, we're married now.
We's married now.
It's in the Bible.
We's married now. So, all right, y'all. We gonna head out. Until next time.
Yes. Oh wait, no, don't forget.
You always doing this to me.
I'm sorry, but don't forget to subscribe. No.
You heard her. Subscribe. Bye.
All right, we out.